know it's crazy, baby girl. Like I watched Married with Children. In my mind, I still see it like, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Like it's caught up with the times. I mean, just like the footage and the picture of it. It's the best taco. I think you said you had a fish taco, shrimp taco. I forgot you had like 3 tacos.
Yeah, I had 3 little tacos. It was two.
All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good, keeping it between the lines. Got your load secure, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So I'm not really that in tune with social media outside of YouTube, right? But there's somebody that I has come across and I've seen. I'm like, oh, man, who's homegirl with that's the stilo down right? You know what I mean? And for somebody that doesn't really keep up with too much social media outside of YouTube, that's saying something, man. So she must be doing something right. So let's go ahead and let's get her on here, man, from the 7021 India.
What up? What up? How you guys doing?
What's going on, homegirl?
Just chilling.
You know what? Your side.
Angelina. Right now. Sorry. My daughter's over here messing with munchies.
Okay. All right. No, we're getting an echo from the I don't know if you got something on or we changed something.
Echo?
Yeah.
What do? I don't have anything on actually. But let me see. Hold on. Let me just close out the other windows.
That might be it. All right. I think she accidentally kicked herself off, but she'll get back on, man. Let me send her an invite again. We should be good. But anyway, let me say what's up to. Hold on. Should I send that right? Okay. Let's see. Marcy. Oh, jumping it up with the Cholas is in here, man. I've been watching that YouTube channel, man. My boy OG Gangster Boogie and Cecilia got me on there, and I'm here to talk to India about that. All right, let's see. Let's get her back on.
Is that better?
I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good. We are good, girl.
All right, cool.
Oh, India, how you doing, girlfriend?
I'm okay.
Okay, all right, that's right. Every day's a blessing, que no?
Right. It is. Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about you, what you got going on, what you got coming up in the future, because you're doing some movidas, and how you and I got linked up to talking to one another. But before all that, let's get a little history on you. Where did you grow up? Mom, dad, siblings, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm from Vegas. I'm born and raised here. And I know people trip out and they're like, what? Like, there's cholas in Vegas? And I'm like, yeah, what do you think? There's no neighborhoods in Vegas? Like, you don't think there's no ghetto in Vegas? And I always tell people, I'm like, it's not where you're from, it's how you were raised and who you are. You know what I mean? And this is just how I was raised all my life. My dad, he's from San Diego, Logan Heights. My mom's from Colorado, but she was like more raised here. My sister, my brother, same thing with them. We just grew up like this.
Okay. So born and raised in Vegas, different parts of Vegas, one part of Vegas.
Mostly the east side.
Okay. I get out to Vegas at least once a week for work, because I'm a trucker. So I get out there at least once, sometimes 2 times a week. So when we talk about the major streets, I am familiar with it. But once we talk about, residential areas, not so much.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, definitely. I got a couple of homies that moved out to Vegas, and got to go visit them. And yeah, it's pretty much just like anywhere else. It's just a heck of a lot hotter. That's all I would say.
That's
It's just
really
a
hot.
yes, that definitely for sure. It's just
It's
a
either
lot.
really hot or really cold. It's
It,
never in between, you know?
that is very true. Whenever anybody thinks about the desert, they just think about the heat, but it does get cold. And not only does it get cold, it gets very windy as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it does.
so, all right. So how was your upbringing? How many siblings did you have?
I have one sister, one brother.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And
my upbringing was we went through our hard times, you know. We struggled like the next, and we lived in the hood too, like, my mom and dad, they were like always working night shift and shit like, I mean, things like that, sorry.
mhm,
um and but the reason that we started hanging around with like like cholos cholas is because my mom and dad used to they have a comadre and and a compadre, and they used to live in the hood, and we used to go there like every weekend, every weekend. And I was in the west side of the area of Vegas, but there was no Chicanos back then. There was hardly any Chicanos. It was like a needle in a haystack. You know what I mean? There was like five of us in the whole school. And I just like, I don't know, something about it since I was a kid. I just loved the culture. I loved lowriders. I loved the lowrider scene. I loved all of it. And that's what I was. I've always stuck with it since I've known since forever, you know?
okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And even when I go out there now, I do see like the lowriders and all that stuff out there. I've gone out there for a car show and all. And no, it's definitely out there. So definitely gotta put it out there to everybody that does have it going. So I do like that out in the 702 and all. Um,
Right.
so you I mean, where do you land in your siblings? Oldest, youngest, middle child, and there's three?
I'm the baby.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby. I'm the baby
Yeah,
sister.
I know what that's like. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
My
guess we're still
sister, she's a little bit older than me. My brother's the oldest, but my sister, my sister ended up doing a lot of time. Like, her behind her, I learned a lot from her, the do's and the don'ts of life. Like the the street life, the streetwise shit. Like you just like that's who I learned it from was my sister, because I was always around her until she went and she did some time, and then I was on my own. You know what I mean? After that, I was on my own, still doing the same thing. You know, I'm not saying that I was a low life because I wasn't, but when you're a teenager, you're still trying to figure yourself out, and that's who I ended up turning to was my people.
okay. Okay. And we do apologize if there is some sort of echo, these things doing it online and everything. It can never be quite perfect the way we want it to be, but dispensa to everybody, man. Okay, so now let's talk about your stilo. First of all, I want to thank you for two things. One is gracias for coming on. The other one is gracias for keeping the stilo alive. I see your get down. I see your stilo. I see, how you present yourself and everything. Gracias for all of that. It means a lot to me, you know.
Thank you.
Um, so now let's talk about you. How did you get noticed? Were you just big into social media? Was there something that you were doing? Because, like I said, right when we started, I'm not really that big into social media outside of YouTube, but I've
Yeah,
seen you, and I can't even really say where I've seen you or anything like that. But I'm like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. India,
yeah,
I knew of you, so
yeah.
that's saying something. So what have you been doing to get noticed?
Well, it's probably because an organization that me and my sister, my my carnala Gata, rest in peace, and my other carnala Joker, we created an organization back in 2012, and also another member, but yeah, she went her way, you know what I mean? But there was five of us. We started in 2012, and we had all went to a lowrider show, and we just got noticed like big time because I don't know, but in 2012 there wasn't many cholas around. That there was nobody was dressed in the stilo for a very long time. It was like it was gone for a minute. I'm not saying it was completely gone, but it was like rare to see it. So when we went to the car show here in Las Vegas, we got stopped over and over and over. I mean, throughout the whole show, we couldn't even get past the whole one row, because we just got stopped constantly. And everybody loved it. And then my carnala, rest in peace, Gata, she's the one. She was like, we should do something with this. We should, we can do something with this. We could, become a group, an organization, and we can try to help out and do some community events also, and go over there and represent at the same time. And that's exactly what we did. Started out as four, well, five of us, and then it ended up four, and then we just spread it worldwide, you know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I get what you're saying when you talk about the style and all, because yeah, it seemed like it had faded away for a long time.
Yeah,
A long time, like it
yeah,
had faded away, and it was just kind of being looked at as like, oh man, you know what? That's dead, that's gone.
yeah,
Well, you're holding on to whatever the 80s and 90s, whatever, and everything like that. And I remember just saying like, I'm not holding on to anything, man.
yeah,
This is just me, this is my style, this is how I feel comfortable, right? So
right,
that's just who I am. And then I started seeing like a little bit of a comeback, probably somewhere around the time that you're talking about, probably
yeah,
somewhere around that year. And
yeah,
I'm like, hey, you know what? That's cool. I'm glad, instead of pointing at people and saying like, "Oh, dog, don't be dressing like that," because remember when you were saying this about me, I actually embraced it and said like, "Yeah, I want
right,
that culture back without the BS, you know, without all the desmadre that came with it once upon a time. I kind of want that culture to be around. So I always embraced it, and it always caught my eye. The people that
yeah,
were doing it. That's why you caught my eye, and the ladies that you're rocking with, because I'm like, hey, you know what? Gracias for keeping that stilo alive. I highly appreciate that. So
right.
let's talk about that organization. OGV. What does that stand for? And what do you guys do? What was the whole plan getting it together?
We uh First it standard for just OG veteranas. For
Mm,
OG veteranas. OGV was OG veteranas. But then later on in the years, as we started to grow, and then I was with my man, and my sister was with her man, they helped us do everything we did. So we were like, why don't we bring in the veteranos and make OG veteranos? And then we didn't stop there. We were like, maybe we need some younger ones to represent for us too. So then we made the soldados and we made the soldadas. So we just started spreading more and more, and now we have four different sets, like, but we have a bunch of chapters in different areas.
okay, okay, man, you guys are spreading. Got a bunch of different little cliques, huh? Okay,
We even had our little mascots. We called our little mascots because I have my daughter and my stepdaughter representing for us too, and we called them OGV baby dolls. They were like
okay,
our little mascots. They were all G'd up, they would go to the shows with us.
all right, all right. So originally, what was the plan to start OGV? Like, what did you girls want to do?
The original plan was, we wanted to first just try it out, go out there and, have our names up and, wear things like the old school stilo. Like we want, for one, our goal was bring it back. Let's bring back the old school stilo. Let's bring it back, you know, because they didn't, I know that people didn't respect it back then. They thought, oh yeah, because you're a gang member and like you said, stuck in the 80s, stuck in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. They still tell me that till this day. But at the same time, now I get more respect than anything. I get more respect dressing like this than like a regular girl. Like if somebody sees me on the streets and they see me like with some jeans on or something, then they don't even notice me. Well, they do notice me, but not like this. But this is just who I am. This is what I'm comfortable in. You know what I mean? So when we made OGV, we always wore that stilo. We always, every time we went out there to go represent to the T from head to toe, it was, G'd up from the feet up, creased up. You know what I mean? And then we decided to also start doing things for it, because we didn't want to just go out there looking cute either. We wanted to go out there and help out others and show people that there's another way, that it's not always a bad path. The way we dress, we could do something positive with it also.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, man, I feel exactly what you're saying right there. Um, definitely. I I just like I've been told plenty of things, not so much anymore. But yeah, I've been told plenty of things like, hey man, you know what, you gotta let go, and that style, that stilo is holding us back, right? You get to hold the whole us. It's holding
Not
us back.
even.
The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you act, it's holding us back. And that stilo makes us look dumb, it makes us look cheap, it makes us look this, it makes us look that. Well, you know what? Shout out to my boy Gabe. Just like he said, hey, Holmes, and don't look at me. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
and don't look at me, little puppet.
Exactly.
Don't look at me then, man.
I tell people all the time, like, roll and scroll. You don't like it, roll and scroll. You ain't gotta be here. It's not it's not a like you have to sit here and stare at me or
Mm,
watch my lives or watch me on social media. You don't have to. It's a choice. So you
mm,
here on your own, by your own choice,
right.
And for me, I don't think we look cheap at all, because we stay all creased up, G'd up, like clean. Like you don't see us looking all sloppy. You know what
Mm,
I mean?
mm,
So we keep it clean all the time. So I don't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? But I
right.
love it. I love it. This is me till the day I go down 6 feet under. This will be always be me. Even my mom and dad embrace it, how, because this is me and my sister. This is me and my sister. We dress like this all the time, 24/7. It's we don't change up. We don't go and put something else on once this live is over. Like this is just who I am, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think certain people will understand. It's like it's you're not trying. It's who you are. You're not
Yeah.
trying to, be something. You're not trying. That's who you are. I don't think certain people will understand that, but that's cool. Yeah, just keep looking. It's fine.
Right. No, I mean it to each is their own, right? It is what it is. They could think what they want. At the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I represent, and nobody could tell me different. You know what I mean?
Right, right. All right. So let's talk about OGV. Okay. So first it was just, you girls going out there, lowrider car shows, getting your name out there, you guys looking all on the route up and everything like that. Okay. So then when did it start transforming to what it is today?
Oh, really quickly,
Mm,
because we wanted to show people that we were more than just that. We didn't want to be just walking around being just that. We wanted, like I said, we wanted to help out our community that needed help. People like if we've done events for autism, we've done events for cancer, for bullies, for you name it, like Easter events, Christmas toy drives, turkey drives, you name it, we did it. Whenever we could represent, we would. And we wanted it also a different type of respect. We didn't just want them to look at us like, oh yeah, they look badass. We wanted them to just, be like, dang, that's cool what they did. That's we do for the homeless. We just recently did for the homeless not too long ago. But that's what we love to represent, is to like I said, show people that there's a different path, that it's not always just bad, it's not always just about looks, it's like who you are, what you represent.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I remember I was having a conversation with uh with a homeboy, and I was like, hey, you know what, man? It can be looked at as negative, definitely, but we could change it. We could change the way it's looked at, so, and it's just by living your life day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year,
Right.
instead of just trying to talk somebody's ear off to say like, nah, homie, that's not who I am. I'm not a criminal. You just live your life a certain
Right.
way,
You
and
prove it.
eventually it'll just catch on. So,
Yeah,
uh,
like actions speak, but you will never satisfy everybody because no matter what, still to this very day, they try to be like, "Oh, OGV's a gang," and this, and I'm like, "No, it's not a gang. It's not a gang." You know what it is? Where people get it twisted is because me and the other girls, my sister, my carnala, rest in peace, Gata and Joker, we were all raised from the same hood, from the same neighborhood. That's all it was. We raised from the same neighborhood and we all came together, but we've known each other. It's not like we were a bunch of strangers that got together and made a club. No, we've known each other forever, for a long time. So we trusted each other, except for the one that fell off. Like that's another story. But
it happened. It happened.
but yeah, we did. But to be honest with you, we trusted each other in everything we did, and we always vowed to like never let this go. And that's one thing I'll never do is let OGV go and just let it just go away because for one, Gata rest in peace. She loved OGV. It was her baby. It was our baby. She used to say, "It's our baby. It's our baby." So one thing I always dedicated to her was everything I do and what we do for OGV. It's all dedicated to her because she was such a beautiful person, you know?
Okay. All right. Well, may she rest in peace then. So OGV, as people were telling you, or people saying to you, like it's a gang, and you're over here saying it's not a gang. But you gotta get in. No, I'm kidding.
A lot.
All
A
right.
lot.
Okay. So what do you girls do now with OGV? What do you guys do now? I know you said you did something for the homeless, but what do you girls do now? You guys raise money. You guys hold events. Like, what are we talking about here?
Just whenever, like, constantly I get messaged by people that if someone passes away and they need help for a GoFundMe, or they're having a car wash, or they want us just to spread the word for them, like to get some type of help, if they're, if they need help for anything, like as if they need money or they don't have no food, or someone that passed, I always try to be there. We always try to be there as much as we can.
Okay. Who came up with the name OGV?
Who came up with it?
Mhm.
We did. All of us together. We all like we were thinking of all kinds of names, and we sat there and we had a meeting one day, and we're just sitting there and we're like writing all kinds of names down, and boom, no, that's not it. Boom, no, that's and then we thought of that one.
Okay. Okay. And so when you brought in the fellas and you guys are making this the youngsters and everything like that, what are you guys doing? Like, are the guys doing their own thing, or are you guys all together raising money? Are they reaching out more like towards the fellas, or the ladies more reaching out more towards the ladies? What's going on?
They basically more reach out to us, to like mainly the main heads,
Mhm.
to like talk to us, and then we spread it out and we tell everybody what we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's just varies. It varies, like it also varies in states too, because I have my other chapters, and we have our other chapters in different states where they're like, hey Nala, we're going to be doing this fundraiser, we're going to be doing this for the homeless, or we're going to do this for a toy drive, or whatever the case is. And they always run it by us before they go for it, and then we're like, yeah, go for it, of course.
OGV is out in Japan.
Yeah.
Man, that's one country I really want to go visit. Have
It's
you
not
made your
big
have,
though.
have you made your way out there?
No, I would love to though. That's like one of my goals to go out there. Like I really want to hit Japan one day.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So where you guys at? What states?
Well, we got Las Vegas is the mother chapter, and then we got California, Arizona, Texas, Mexico, Japan, Utah, Colorado, and soon Reno.
Okay. All right. And you guys keep on growing.
Oh
What
yeah.
what is the vision for the future for OGV? More doing more of the same, growing more? What's the vision?
No, I want to take it to a really, I want to go higher level, I want to do more, like, I want to do more for the community. I want to like build our car club. I want to have a store. I'm getting a store ready, like, so we have our OGV merch so we can, like, people can, have supporting, merch and wear with us, you know what I mean? And to help out more just as much as we can, just try to do everything we can.
Okay, so you guys do have a car club?
No, well, Texas does right now.
Mm.
Texas does, but I want to, but my car just got crashed, so
Oh
it
goodness.
was my idea right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, India. Man.
My
Yeah.
Lolo.
What kind of car are we talking about here?
I had a 78 Cutlass Supreme.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice. It was nice, and yeah, my man, he was going to work one day in it, and it was crazy. I told him not to go, and I was like, "Go in the regular car." He's like,
Mhm.
"No, I already got my stuff in the Lolo. I'm just gonna go in it real, so I could hurry up." And I'm like, "Fine." And then he called me like 30 minutes later, and all bad, bad news. It's
Man,
all good though. It's
you
all
guys
good 'cause, God he'll bless me with another car, onto another chapter, a different car, so let's see what's in store next.
okay, so you got rid of it because you're talking about past tense when you talk about the car.
It got totaled.
Damn.
It got
Damn.
totaled.
Hey, well, good thing he's all right, you know?
Yes, no, that's
Right.
the thing too I thought about. I was like, man, if he was in our regular car, he probably would have got really hurt
Yeah.
because that car got thrashed from the front. It's like through. So yeah, we had a chance to keep it. They were
Mhm.
like, you guys could keep it, like, or you know how they pay you off, but if you want to buy it back, that's what we could have done. But
Mhm.
it's so hard to get those parts these days. And I was like, you know what? I'll just start with another one. I'll go with another one. They're gonna reimburse us. I'll just go for another one.
Okay. Yeah, I got an 84 El Camino, and if that
Right.
sucker were to get wrecked, man, damn. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. But all right, India. So you know what? My boy Gabriel and shouts to his wife Cece. They're good friends of mine.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Yeah,
wanted to give them a shout out, definitely.
yeah, yeah. They're I remember going to their daughter's sweet 16 birthday badass party that they had. But no, man, they're really good friends of mine. They turned me on to your channel, chopping it up with the cholas. Talk to me. How did you guys make the decision to come up with that name to get on YouTube?
You know what's crazy? We wanted, as a matter of fact, me and Mike Adnalas, the originals of OGV, we wanted to do a podcast a while back. We made a name for it, everything. We made a logo for it, but they never had time to do it. And I just felt like that could be one of my callings, because people like to listen to me. They like to hear me out and what I got to say. And then I looked at Lokes, my homegirl Lokes, and I was like, she has a pretty good mouthpiece too, you know what I mean? So I was like, we were just like, I was like, man, we should do this podcast. And like, her man, thank God, Sin City Photo, he had the equipment to make it happen, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, always. I've always wanted to do it. And I don't know, it just popped in my head one day. I was just like sitting there and I was like, ooh, I got it. Chopping it up with the cholas,
Okay.
you know? And
Yeah.
then I was like, what do you think? And she's like, oh, I like it. And then her man was like, yeah, I like it, you know? And then that's how we rolled with it.
Okay. Was it always planned just for it to be the two of you, you and Noakes, or was it planned for the four of OGV to be on there?
Um, you know what? If anybody would have wanted to come on and do it with us, like I would have been fine with it. But at the time, like the ones that had the time to do it was me and Lokes, you know.
Mhm.
Uh, so we went with it because one thing I noticed about Lokes is she's very like she's a go for it girl, you know. She's like, let's do it, you know. She would call me and like, hey, we got to do this. Hey, we got to do that. Like she would be on it with me. She's on it with me. That's what I like about her is because she keeps me on it. You know, I'm not saying nobody else would, but I can't have the ones that are going to be like, oh, I can't today because I got to do this, and I can't today because I got to do that. I want to make it happen, you know? And then in the future, who knows? Maybe we'll bring up another podcast or we'll add some, you know, add with this. Who knows? And we don't know what the future holds, you know? But all I know is I like the way Lokes represents herself and the way she talks, and she makes a lot of sense. Sometimes she makes more sense than me. I'm like, dang girl, that's what I said. She got a pretty good mouthpiece, and I felt like we would make a good partnership.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are new into the YouTube, and chopping it up with the cholas is something new. But I've been watching. I've been watching, girls, and um, I got to give it up to you. And I got a bone to pick with Lokes. Lokes, if you're watching, you did not take that double shot without hands, girl. Okay, you won it. I was watching it. Lokes, you said two of them, and they got the double shot, and you didn't do it, Lokes. All right, so
Right?
I think you owe all the watchers of Covering Up with the
A
Cholas.
replay, huh? A redo.
Yeah, in that you smashed that double shot. What was the shot of anyway?
A fireball.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was fireball.
okay, I'm with Lokes now. Nah, that's cool. You ain't gotta do it anymore, Lokes. Now I'm with Lokes, man. Who comes
Your
up?
looks.
Yeah, I'm with Lokes. Nah, you ain't gotta do it, girl. Who comes up? Who comes up with all these things at the very end? You know, eating these crackers or whatever, these challenges.
You know, we just like, you know, I told her I was like, we're gonna be talking about some really deep conversations.
Mm,
I was like, maybe we should do like a funny challenge or something at the end. And one big one big shout I want to give out is to TikTok family, because TikTok family, they are something else. They help us in so many ways in everything that we do. And like we're like, all right, TikTok, tell us like what should some challenges be, you know, or what are some subjects we should go on, and they're just so great at it. And we were like, yeah, so we're like, hey, let's throw it in the brim hat. Let's throw in the brim hat and we could just pick one out, and that way we could put a smile on your face even if we're talking about something really deep, and we brought back some hard times for you. You know, it's not going to always be about that, but at least there's something you could smile about at the end, you know, something you're gonna be laughing, and you know, that's how we do it.
no, that's good. Who came up with that? Did you come up with that?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. No, that's good. I like it because you guys okay, because you girls do get into some, deep, serious subjects, right?
yeah,
Even like with family and betrayal and stuff like that. And then
yeah,
it's like, you know what? Let's not end it like that. Let's end it with something funny where we got to do something foolish, whatever. Well, no, it definitely works. I don't know about
yeah.
fireball, uh, but
I
no.
think I think something like tequila would be way worse, you know. I don't know. Tequila vodka, I'd be like, ugh.
Ah, man, fireball can be rough, especially a double shot, and then no hands. That's damn.
No,
Uh,
she wanted to do two of them because remember she was like, "Oh, let's do two like this," and I was like, "Yeah, okay. First, try the first one before you say all that, you know."
So, India, are you big on TikTok, Instagram? What's the you're saying TikTok family? Where do you think you were starting to blow up? Where was OGV starting to blow up? What social media platform?
Well, for one, it was because I go different places all the time. Like I'm always in California, in Arizona, in Laughlin, in Texas. Like I go a bunch of different places, and you for me, I felt like I got noticed just because I used to always, like I said, we go to car shows and we get noticed. But the platform that we first got noticed on was Facebook because that's where we started the OGV name at and everything. That's where it was first at. But then it died down and not many people started going on Facebook anymore. So then, my daughter turned me, my youngest daughter turned me on to TikTok. And I would watch her and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, TikTok. And I'm like, the heck's TikTok? And I was like, and I took a look at it and I was like, dang. And she's like, Mom, this and that and that and this. And she put me on game and I was like, I could do that. She's like, it's not easy, Mom. It's not easy. And I'm like, bet. Watch me. And
Mhm.
then, yeah, like people just love hearing your life and your story and like you being real. Like I go in there raw with no makeup, hair in a bun, just woke up looking, like I don't always go like this, I get ready for it, but they just like seeing the rawness of you more than anything. And that's where I found it at was like TikTok because a lot of people actually care on there. A lot of people are drama on there, but there's a lot of people that actually care on there. Like you wouldn't believe, like some people watch us and it's their life. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go watch India. I'm gonna go get my popcorn and I'm gonna go get my drinks. And India's gonna be on because it's Friday. I already know it, and it's like a privilege. It's a lot of love.
Yeah, there's gonna be drama everywhere, you know.
Oh yeah,
It's just what
definitely.
you do with it. That's it, you know. I mean, if you start diving into the drama, then you're just feeding into it. But
Right.
yeah, no, you girls keep on doing your thing. And OGV, I'm seeing it more and more. So, do you guys got merch out there?
Not yet, but it's in the works. It is in the works. I mean, hopefully it'll come out soon. I know everybody's been waiting for it. Not only that, they've been waiting for my merch myself, like some slogans I always say, it don't even matter. And they're like, Andy, we need some, it don't even matter merch.
Mhm.
Because that's what I always say. You know what? It don't even matter. Especially when haters come and they slide into my lives and stuff. I'm like, it don't even matter. Roll on and scroll on, So yeah, it's coming soon, surely, but slowly but surely. But I just like I'm a one at a time kind of person. Like when I got a lot going on, like this podcast is what our podcast, mine and Lokes, chopping up with the cholas. That's what I'm focused on right now. But I'm also stay focused on the OGV, so it's kind of hard because I got to focus on OGV and then chopping up with the cholas. And then not only that, I'm a promoter for a lot of different people. I promote a lot. So I'm known for that too, because I like to promote for people, you know?
O-
So I try to do what I can.
Okay, like promoting concerts.
Yeah, I promote, like right now, I'm promoting a concert for the homie DJ Slice. There's going to be a Love Affair concert over here in Vegas on the 3rd, and I'm helping him. I help him promote too. I help like companies, little businesses, try to help them promote. I try to help. I love helping out people. You know, you
Mhm.
know, you know. Lend me a hand, I'll lend you a hand. You know what I mean? If you help me out, I help you out. Even if you don't help me out, I just like to do that. That is just one thing that I love to do is help someone out. If I could
Okay,
do it, I will.
okay. We got our girl Cece Cecilia on here saying that it's better than Lifetime. Uh, the the drama and everything that you could
Yeah.
find. So All right, India, it's time to find out who the real India is, right? All these other questions and everything, that's just kind of like an overlaps. But now it's time to find out who the real India is. So I'm gonna ask you an either or question. You just answer it one or the other. There's no wrong answer, just what's best for you.
Okay.
Lista?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite meat in a taco?
Favorite meat in a taco?
Mhm.
Uh, carne asada,
Okay. Swimming pool or jacuzzi?
swimming pool,
Night or day?
night,
Cat or dog?
dog,
Torta or burrito?
burrito,
What meat?
tripa.
Oh, so you'll go different on the burrito than the
Oh
taco.
yeah. I got
Ah,
turned on to a tripa burrito over there. Here in Vegas, man, best place, best place. Tacos del Pastor, their tripa burrito is off the chain. So yeah,
wow. Okay. Okay. I find that interesting that people would choose a different meat for the burrito as opposed to the taco. I
yeah,
find that interesting, but I'm the same way too because I wouldn't have a burrito de carnitas.
yeah.
Taco de carnitas, I'm down with, but burrito de carnitas, I'd rather pick a different.
And you know what? No, no. Let me change that because usually no, I get the el pastor. I get
Mm,
the pastor tacos because I like it that because it has like that sauce. Like it's more saucy.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's greasy, but yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't do
still
it all the time. So
all right,
sometimes,
cake or pie?
pie,
What pie we talking about?
cream cheese.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I was saying that there's no wrong answer, but for that one, there's a right and a wrong answer, and the correct answer is always pie. Pie is so much better than cake. Cake
Oh
is
yeah,
extremely overrated. I've never gone to a party where everybody finishes the cake. Everyone
yeah, I
goes
know.
pie, but then everybody likes to say that they love cake so much, and it's like I don't see anybody really eating
No,
cake.
cakes always gets left over. Like I'm always throwing away like a big old giant piece of cake.
Yeah, yeah. So, weather-wise, hot or cold? You're in Nevada.
Cold,
Cold.
cold.
Okay. Okay.
I hate
You
the
know what?
heat.
No, no. Out in Nevada, yeah, definitely. Uh, Gabe, I don't. Yes, cheesecake, homie. I know it has the word cake in it. I don't know if that's really cake or pie, though, Holmes.
But
I
cheesecake
really
is pie, no, isn't it? I don't know. That's
I
kind of it.
it has the word cake in it, so I don't know, but it's a rough one for me. But
It looks like a pie to me, but I guess it's cake. But I love cheesecake. That's one thing I'll take over anything is cheesecake.
oh wait, hold on. Isn't it that old saying? If it looks like a duck, it walks like a duck. It's a damn duck. So all right. So then cheesecake comes. It looks like a pie, tastes like a pie. Sabes que I don't care if it has the name cake in it. It's a damn pie. So there it
Right?
is. There it is. Cheesecake is a pie. So I'm down with that. All right, India. Well, girlfriend, you know what? You answered all of those wrong except for the cake or pie. No, I'm kidding. Uh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But with that, girl, anything else that you want to go ahead and throw out there? Any shout outs? Like I said, I want to say it again. I highly appreciate you and OGV. You girls keep the stilo alive. Anybody who keeps the stilo alive in the right way. In the right way. I want to make that very clear. In the right way, not keeping the estilo alive and then getting involved in all kinds of desmadre. Like keep
Right.
it alive in the right way. I can always appreciate that. And I want to tell you and Lokes, chop it up with the Cholas, OGV, gracias for keeping the estilo alive in the correct way. I highly appreciate that. But with that, girl, any shout outs, any messages out there anything that you want to say? I want to again apologize to everybody if we had a little bit of audio issues, but hopefully we could do it again in the future. But
Yeah.
anything, girl, anything, messages, anything, shout outs, whatever it is that you want to put your heart out there, the floor is yours, girlfriend.
All right, thank you. First off, I want to thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it. Much love to you. If everybody's watching on my side, give him a follow, get subscribe to him. He has some pretty good podcasts, like I told you before, except for one. But no, I'm playing. Hey, anyways, big shout out to Classy Chicana and OG Gangster Boogie for even putting us on like this. Like they didn't have to do that, but just like them, that's why I like them a lot. They just always look like they want to help somebody get somewhere. They're not greedy with their fame or anything like that. They want to help the next one get up there too, and that's what I really like about them. Really great people. Big shout out to them. Shout out to my OGV family, to my carnalas, my carnales, to big shout out to my man, of course, to Lokes and Flicks, Sin City Photo. Give them a follow. Follow all them. As a matter of fact, my girl Gemini that she keeps me thirsty. She brings me my snacks and she makes sure. Hey, you have to get one of these. You should get one of these if you like having your nice cold drinks. Get out my girl Gemini. She has like usually it comes with like a little bottle opener at the bottom, or you could put your logo, or she'll make it special like that. Look, it says OGV. Big shout out to Gemini Creations. Um, Shout out to my family, of course, because I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for my family. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, all of them, they raised me for who I am today. And I thank the Lord that they raised me right. You know what I mean? They raised me with the right, to be kind and to be, honest and just be who I am and never try to be anything else but me and, you know, be a leader, never a follower. So shout out to everybody, to all my OGV family, everyone. But yeah, that's it.
All right. No, and you guys need to take a shot out of that size of the cup right there. So,
This
yeah.
size.
All right, before we wrap it up, one last one. Menudo or pozole?
Oh, menudo.
Now we definitely got to end this. All right, India.
Why? You disagree?
You. All right. Hey, girl, gracias so much for coming on here. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Hopefully, we could do it again sometime in the future. You guys go check her out. I will leave the link to Chop It Up with the Cholas pinned in the comment section. You guys go check them out. They're doing good stuff over there. I highly appreciate you girls' content. So, shout outs to India, Thecholotrucker. We will, as always, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood makes you live, but loyalty makes you family. Till
That's
next
right.
time, the Thecholotrucker for India, OGV, Chop It Up with the Cholas. Over and out.
Later.